Okay, so I'll just start. So today I'm going to talk about uh, disaggregated coordinator production rollout. So in this talk, I'll be talking how to configure the disag coordinator and our experience with the production rollout with some of the stats that we collected. But before we go into that, we'll give a quick recap of the architecture and the motivation behind this project. So the motivation, so in classic Presto, with an increase in number of workers, coordinator has potential to slow down. Also, coordinator can also support up to certain number of workers in a cluster that limits how big a cluster can get. To avoid this, we can have multiple smaller clusters, but that leads to resource fragmentation, as my colleague Abhishek has just mentioned in the previous talk. Also in Meta, we are moving towards low memory CPU hardware. This makes reliable migration of our existing clusters to this new hardware challenging. So the main objective of this design is we want the coordinator pool to scale horizontally. At the same time, supporting more workers in a cluster. We want no single point of failure in the system. We also want to run the cluster, especially coordinator reliably on low CPU memory machines. So here's the high-level architecture. In the new architecture, a new component is introduced called Resource Manager, as I already mentioned in my previous talk, which you can access this, using the below link. Each Resource Manager runs in a pool and act as a master. So it's a master-master setup. Primary responsibility of Resource Manager is node discovery. Given discovery server now runs on the Resource Manager, aggregating resource groups information at the cluster level and expose it to coordinators, and cluster management. As can be seen in the diagram, coordinator has changed from single coordinator to a pool of coordinator, but the fundamental work of coordinator has not changed much. In disag coordinator architecture, coordinator sends regular query heartbeats to resource manager, uh, which helps resource manager to generate aggregated view of the running and the queued queries in a cluster. This information is later used by coordinator to allow a given query to run or queue in a given resource group. Coordinator and worker sends regular node heartbeats to resource manager, which helps resource manager to generate the aggregate memory pool view. It helps to make the decisions around invoking the killer to kill the queries if the cluster is running low in memory. Recording of the previous session, as I mentioned earlier, is available below, so you can go through that and get more details about the individual components. Now, coming to configuring the cluster as disag coordinator. So Resource Manager is a new component and runs as an independent server. And as seen, here's the minimal configuration needed to run the Resource Manager in a cluster. An important config param is the Resource Manager flag. Setting it true tells the server to behave as a resource manager. Discovery server enabled equals to true. This particular flag makes sure like we are running discovery server on the resource manager. In the classic Presto, we run discovery server on the coordinator. But with disag coordinator, we are moving it to the resource managers. Given all the communications between coordinator and worker with resource manager is thread-based, thread server needs to be enabled on resource manager as well. Next. There are minor changes in the coordinator config. As mentioned, as shown, like discovery URI needs to point to the resource manager host or the VIP for the coordinator to connect to the right discovery server. Resource manager enabled flag signals the coordinator for some of the branching logic, like sending query and node heartbeats to the resource manager. It also proxies the API request that comes to the coordinator to resource manager, so that we can return the cluster level information to the client, like running queries or queued queries into the cluster, how much memory is being utilized and all. Similar to coordinator config, worker config also needs discovery URI update and the resource manager enabled flag for this same reason mentioned before. Talking about cluster configuration, we have machines with 18 core CPU and 64 GB RAM And these are the low memory, low CPU machines that I was talking about. And our cluster currently contains a 3 resource manager to avoid the single point of failure, 10 coordinators, and 1,000 workers. And the clusters are currently taking production traffic at Meta reliably, and they're processing the same amount of traffic as it used to be with the higher memory machines before. Here are some of the data from the production. As you can see, like is the time series of the production cluster running queries. The different color here represents different coordinator with their running query count. And a total, you can see up to 40 queries were running on the cluster. Our current load balancer, which we call gateway, distributes this query randomly to the coordinator pool for a given cluster. So when a query comes in and we decide that this query should go to a specific cluster, within the cluster, we randomly distribute those queries across coordinators. And there are some improvements that can be done here for the load balancing, but so far it's working fine. With the given load on the cluster, our average CPU utilization on the resource manager stays below 10%, which is great, as can be seen. So resource manager is pretty lightweight process. It does not require any high CPU machines. And here's the resource manager memory utilization graph, which is also like stays below 10 gigs. On an average, our coordinators are not having high CPU utilization. This used to be much higher on the single coordinator serving the same workload. As can be seen, here is the average number, and I did not put individual coordinators number. Here is the coordinator memory utilization, which is also well below the limits, and there is a lot of free room available for the memory to grow on the coordinator. So now coming to why should you consider using it? So scalability first is. So this will help increase the cluster size to make it run even larger workload if cluster size is a bottleneck. Also, multiple cluster can be merged into a single cluster and simplify the management of the cluster. Second is reliability. If coordinators are running hot in your existing clusters, this will help reduce the load on the coordinator and make system more reliable. And last but not the least is no single point of failure. With multiple coordinators, there's no single point of failure in the system. Even the resource managers are running in a pool. So that also avoids single point of failure. And this helps improve the availability of the system. The current status, so the system is in production at Meta, and it's serving production traffic. And the recommended release version to use is 0.266, which we released, I think, a couple of days back. And please reach out to via Slack in case of issues or bug reporting. Yep, thank you. And yes, we are hiring.